Good evening, good evening. Well, yeah, it's nighttime. Hello, everyone. I pray that all is well, all is going for you. I chime on here, and I say this every time I get on here. It's been a while that your girl has been back, but guess what? I'm coming back at you more stronger and wiser and more fierce in the things of God. And I wanted to come on here to encourage someone on today. It was something that God had been told me to blog, but I didn't get the chance to do it. And I should have went ahead and actually did what I needed to do in reference to all of that. Well, anyways, with that being said, I wanted just to come on here and just talk about it's being, God said to encourage someone on today that it's paid in full. I blog this because it is paid in full. This is a month that God is doing new things, and one of the new things is that God is paying it in full. I need you to be encouraged about what God is getting ready to do and the doors that he's getting ready to open. And the month of number 8 means new beginning. It doesn't just mean new beginnings, but it also talks about the way that God is going to recover some of us when it comes to him, when it comes to the desires of our hearts. He's putting us in what we call a recovery phase. And so I can attest to what that is, and I'm walking through that right as we speak. I am in a 30-day challenge of how God is recovering me. And one of the things, as I walked into August, it was paid in full. So I need you to be encouraged on what that looks like. And so as we get into the book, in the message of Colossians chapter 2 verses 14, and I was just meditating, and I was like, is there a scripture that links to what I'm getting ready to say about it is paid in full? Y'all, look, soon as I got ready, the Lord told me to Google, and I went and I just looked it up, and it popped up, Colossians 2 and 14. And verse 14 simply says, he forgave us all our sins, having canceled the charge of our legal indebtedness, which stood against us and condemned us. He has taken it away, nailing it to the cross. And having disarmed the power and authority, he made a public spectacle of them, trampling over them by the cross. Verse 14, having canceled the charge of our legal indebtedness, which stood against us and condemned us, he has taken it away, nailing it to the cross. Y'all, do you realize that God is paying it forward? That he's letting you know that everything pertaining to what you're petitioned before him, that it is paid in full. Every debt, God said, that is paid in full. Every debt is zeroed out. Everything that you are believing God to do when it comes to your finances, that it is already done. I need you to get encouraged about that. It's already done. Like he literally said, I have canceled and taken away. It's something about him taking it away. That means he is giving you a clean slate. Oh my God. Now I get it, because God spoke that in my spirit on yesterday. And I believe I heard the Lord said that there's a clean slate concerning you. You need to get encouraged about what God is getting ready to do. This is your clean slate season. This is your paid in full seasons. Like, your wealth shall be your portion in this season. So I need you to get encouraged, and that allow the Lord in this season to recover you so that you can get to the wealthy place that he has predestined for your life, that is already orchestrated for you to walk in. But the only thing that God needs us to do, to not get tied up in the things of people's circumstances and life situations. I need you to get excited about what he is doing. I'm telling you, look, I walked into this month when things were being paid in full, and I was smiling, and I was like, I'm believing God that it would be paid in full, that I would no longer, by the end of 2023, that I would no longer have a debt. That means that he's giving me a clean slate. That means he is canceling my indebtedness, and he's taking it away, and he's beaming it at the cross. Like, he's taking it up. Do y'all realize, like, he's swiping it. He's swiping it clean. He's swiping your circumstances and your situation clean in this season. Oh my goodness. Look, sometimes I know God will tell me to jump and do stuff. I don't do it right away, but I'm excited on tonight that I took the opportunity to blog. I heard him as I got into shower and get myself settled for bed. One of the things God said, get back to blogging. And I am in my season of my indebtedness is being canceled and taken away. I'm telling y'all, look, I asked God, I was telling God what I wanted to see completed in July, and it was paid in full. And on today, I was so shocked because I knew, and I'm gonna just use the phone bill as an example. I was like, look, I got T-Mobile, okay? And I called T-Mobile because I wanted to check up on a particular device. But as the lady was asking me and giving me the dividends of what I was requesting, the next thing she said, is there anything else that you need for me to do? And I said, yeah, can you give me the remaining balance of what I owe when it comes to these two devices that I'm currently paying for? So when I heard her, she said, well, all you owe is just $250. I said, okay. I said, and you got 5 months on this one and 7 months on the other. And you know what I told myself? It's about to be canceled out and taken away. That means I will not linger in the season with bills hanging over my head. Not that I have bills, but I just don't want. I was asking God to decrease my bills, meaning decrease my debt, that I will no longer owe anything. And so I'm taking ownership in this season. And there's going to be some things that, in order for things to get canceled out for our lives, we have to take ownership of the error, of the mistake, and the things that we have done to cause us to have these things in place. And so, look, I'm asking him to give me a clean slate. That is my prayer on a daily basis. God, that you will decrease my debt and increase my finances, meaning upcharge, increase my money flow, but I need you to decrease the debt. I need you to get in the place of posture and tell God, I need you to increase my cash flow, but I need you to decrease the debt. And see, God is saying that he's getting ready to cancel it out and wipe it away. He's swiping, almost kind of like a Blue's Clues type thing, or Dora the Explorer, where she was saying swiping, no swiping. And so God said that he's getting ready to swipe it up in this season. Get excited that you will, by the end of 2023, that you're going to be zeroed out, that you're going to be debt-free, financial independence, and just understand that you're going to have an increased cash flow. Get excited about the things of God. Look, I didn't come on here to prove and prime you, because I'm already proof and prime already for you. I'm excited about the things of God and what God is getting ready to do. And I'm encouraging you for you to understand that it is paid in full. I couldn't even find the paper, because you know how the enemy tries to operate, but we're not going to give credit to the enemy on today. I just misplaced it for whatever reason, but I need you to understand that it is paid in full. Everything that I lay down on and everything that I sit on, it is paid in full. That means that it is mine. That means I can do what I want to do with it. That means I can get up on the chair and I can stand up on in it. Hallelujah, Jesus. Because guess what? It is paid in full. It belongs to me. It got my John Conklin handprint all over it, because guess what? I was asking God to decrease the debt and increase the cash flow. And I need you to understand too, the next nugget. And as you are praying and interceding with God about these things, note that God is going to cause you to walk in the spirit of wisdom, and he's going to tell you to take the same thing that you was putting towards that depleted debt and put it towards something else. And so when I was in a season back in 2017, I remember where I didn't have any money, but I had a little money. And so God told me to trust him, and I began to walk in the season of trusting God. God said, if you can be faithful over this, I will make you ruler over many. That means I will increase the cash flow. And when I begin to be faithful where God had me, I was on a job making $300 a week. And I said, God, I don't understand. He said, I need you to trust me in the little. I need you to trust God in the little. I need you to trust God in the mess. And when I was trusting him, God took the $300 and it paid one bill. And after that one bill was paid, God had released the cash flow that was able to pay 3 or 4 or 5 bills. And I'm going to tell you, he depleted the debt because guess what? I was faithful over the $300. And by the end of the summer, as I was faithful and applying the money where it needed to go, God increased it. I went from 3 to 7, and I went from 7 to 1,000, and I went from 1,000 to 1,300. I need you to get excited about the things of God. And then I went from the little cash flow to a salary, walking back in making double what I was making in the 300 range. So I need you to get excited and be encouraged about what God is doing in this season. Know that as I close out, that God is getting ready to deplete the debt, and that he's getting ready to swipe it away, and that he's getting ready to release the cash flow unto your hands. What God has stored in heaven, that he will bind on earth. I need you to get ready, because God said that it is already paid in full, that it's already done, that you are walking in your your clean slate season. I'm not trying to talk too fast because I'm getting a little tongue twisted, tired, or whatever. But I need you, as I hear the Father Spirit of the Lord, as he is saying, he said, increase, 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 overflow, 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 that it is coming. And he said it's going to come like a mighty flood. So get ready for what God is getting ready to do. He said, get ready, get ready, get ready. On your march, get set, go. That the clock is now ticking, and that what he have for you, it is on this way. God said that he's going to send it Polar Express mail, that you might receive it on a choo-choo train, that you might receive it in a FedEx mail express box. But God said, get ready, get ready, get ready. Get excited. Get excited about what God is getting ready to do. And as I close out, Colossians 2:14, I just leave it with you that it simply says again, having canceled the charge of our legal indebtedness, which stood against us and condemned us, he has taken it away, nailing it to the cross. God is trying to tell you, when you wake up and you look around, just look at the mailbox and understand that you're going to receive some things in the mail that's going to show you that it's charged off, that it's already depleted, that it's already canceled, that you just need to get ready for what God got ready. What is God ready for you to have? So get ready, get excited. Get excited. Y'all done slump. I done come all the way back down. Just that quick. It's a little hot in this apartment. But get ready, y'all. Seriously, get ready. Get ready for what he has. And so that's what God was dealing with my spirit on tonight. Get ready for what I have for you. Get ready to receive it, because it's coming. And so that's all I kept hearing the last 17 days. Just get ready. I walked through the door of the house and he said, don't change nothing in here. Just leave it as it is. That means whatever God has instructed you to do on the inside, leave it as it is. That means don't touch it, because when he tell you it is time to shift, you don't have to run around like when Jesus was getting ready to travel, and all of the different disciples was telling him that they needed to go and check off something of this and check. God said, you're not going to have time. When it's time to move, you got to just be ready. So wherever God has you already got boxed up, packed up, whatever, leave it as it is. Leave it as it is, because when he tells you it is time, You just need to be ready. And I heard that so clear when I walked through the door. Just be ready for what I'm ready for you to have. So I'm encouraging you to get ready. This is probably by far the most funnest video I've probably done in a while. It encouraged me because if only y'all knew where my day was today, y'all would be like, wow. So I'm telling you, like, God just gave me a refresher. I'm in my recovery season, and I'm going to be blogging a little bit about what that looks like in the next 2 months. I'll be definitely back on here a little bit more fluently because of what God is getting ready to do. I'm telling you, God is charging me up, and he didn't even let me slip nor slumber. He didn't let my feet slip nor slumber. He didn't let me let my feet strike a rock. And even as I was driving today, he said, let me fight your battle, that I'm going to fight it. You won't have to fight. You don't have to fight in the natural. You don't even have to war in the spirit. What you're experiencing is just what I'm getting ready to release unto you. This is what you have to understand, that no man can't take you can't take what I'm getting ready to do for granted, nor can you let people take advantage of you. So I'm just encouraging you, letting you know on today that it is paid in full. Like everything that you're asking God for, it is set in full. It's even set on a timer to explore where it needs to go. So God is ready to put you where you need to be. I'm excited about what God is doing. Look, y'all, my face is so messed up, but let me tell you something. It's my fault. So I got to get that cleared up. I've never had acne, and this is just the worst season. So I'm telling you, it's paid in full, and God is recovering y'all. My recovery phase, this is what God did for me today and told me to blog. So get excited about what he's getting ready to do. Know that the evangelists love you, and I pray great blessings upon you, and that God shall keep you in all your doings. Just get excited in what God is getting ready to do. I love y'all, and so do God.